Uh-oh, kids. Daddy's back. Let's talk about why I won't go to your field. And this is also like slash what I look for when I go to field, or if I want to like play at a field other than my own and kind of beyond my local area. Caveat to this isn't targeted at any like local field. Like APA, especially like Jules has been from APA has been hitting me up like, bro, when you come out, like you only do weekend events, bro. Like, yeah, I gotta run a field from Thursday to Sunday, so me going to an airsoft event beyond my own field between Thursday and Sunday, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. But beyond that, I also recognize that my spending habits, or like the stuff I like to get down on, is apparently way different than the average airsofter. So don't take my opinion and just be like, oh, James totally represents like 80 to 90% of it. No, I am like the 1% of the 1% of the airsofters. I'm like the bottom 10% of semi-edgy kids that want to do something different. Anyway, straight up, I do not care about a field fee. I think the highest I've really ever seen a field fee was about 30, 35 bucks, somewhere in there. Cool, I don't care. As long as I know what I'm getting, I do not care. But if you're gonna pay like 30, 35 bucks, you better really know what's going on. You better have a really high product to sell to me for me to want to get down on something like that. I get that a lot of outdoor fields, not so much indoor fields, but mostly outdoor fields, are weekends only. Usually only Saturdays and Sundays. Once in a blue moon, you'll see them do some Friday stuff. But what kind of happens, in the problem in that little bubble that a field will put themselves in, is since they're only open like 2 days out of the 7 days in the week, since they're only open weekends, most of the time those guys are so focused on maximizing profits that they just keep doing the same thing, same stagnant crap over and over and over again. General play, rentals, same stuff, TDM, capture, same game, same thing, over and over again. Because, again, they have to pay their bills. So that's not really, from a business standpoint, that's not really a hit on those fields per se, because it's feasible for them to want to pay their bills to sustain their operations. But one of the things that I really look for is, what is that field doing different? So let's say you have a normal field and they're doing like the weekend thing, general play, rentals everywhere, varying skill sets. It's like they're trying to cram every different type of player onto one field. I am probably only gonna ever go there once, maybe, get my footage and get the heck out. And that's it. And you're probably never gonna see me again. Because I hate playing with noobs. Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna say it again. I don't like playing with guys that are newbies. I don't. Here's what I want to do. I should have opened with this, but it's a rant, so what do you want? I only want to play with guys that know what they're doing. But I come from a more of a competitive mindset. Yeah, look, rentals are dope, private parties are great, newer kids. You have to have a newer player type to sustain your business. Because what happens when your regulars grow up and leave? As a player, speaking from a player's mindset, not a manager mindset, as a player, I only want to play tournament rounds on a tournament field with tournament players. That's generally it. I don't want to go on a TDM game and it's like me versus 10 rentals. Cool, bro. You shot up a bunch of kids that don't know. Way to go. You beat a guy that just installed the game. Good for you. I want to be pushed. But again, I see it as almost like an athletic endeavor because I have a competitive mindset. I want to be good. If I'm doing something, I don't want to be bad at it. I want to be good at it. So that's what I like to do. A big thing for me is, if you're a field and you don't have your rules posted on your website, specific rules, not contact us. That's the word. When I see contact us, what I see is poor customer service and you just don't care. If I go to a field's website after they say, hey, we'd really like to have you come to our field sometime, and you don't have your rules on your website, I'm never going to go to your field. Because what you just told me is you don't care enough about your own product to bring in anything new. You don't care, bro. What are your rules? What are your FPS limits? Do you have any MEDs? Like, what are your safety distances? What are the specific rules? If I have to ask you, you haven't thought of it. And if you haven't thought of it, you don't know what the heck you're doing. And it's not going to be a good experience for me, because I know your job. I run an airsoft field. I've been doing it for several years. If I can do your job better than you, you ain't gonna get my money beat. You just not. Second part of that is if I can read your rules and they suck, or I think they suck, or I don't agree with them, or I don't like them, I ain't going. Listen to me, you will never see me at one of those Fort Ord events because they have an MED. I will never play Fort Ord. Never. Never, 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 never. I'm sure they're the nicest guys. I'm sure their players are great. I hate MEDs. I hate that stuff. If I cannot go 350 or 400 FPS and point blank kids in the face, I'm not going to your event or your field. Get out of my face with that crap. But James, you play at Tac City. They got MED, blah, 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 blah. Hold up. Sonny and Tac City have personally gone out of his way to help me and mentor me in the business world of airsoft. That dude's gone hard for me on several occasions and really opened up his mind and shown me, like, hey, this is what we're doing. Maybe you can use this. So yeah, I'll go to his field. I don't care. But I will play Tac City on weekends. So I'm not completely married to these ideals. If someone wants to go out of their way to build a personal relationship with me, the customer / player, you do that, we're good to go, baby. But James, CQB City, you can't have intentional headshot. We're Find the last time I was at City, not on a tournament field. It's been a while, because when I go to CQB City, I only want to play in the tournament field. I don't want to go in his general play. It's got a great map. It's got a great field for his general play. The 2-story is really cool. But again, that doesn't make me happy. Speed field, speed players, tournament stuff. That's it. I just want to go hard in the paint. I don't want to worry about 3 birthday party players or 3 rental kids just clogging a doorway for me, because it's gonna piss me off. So I ain't gonna go. But I know that. I know that about myself. I know that about the field. So when I go to City, even though it hasn't been in a while, I kind of hope I can change that at some point. When I go to City, I only want to play in his tournament field. That's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. It's really annoying when I see a field that tries to cram everyone into the same experience. You have your tournament players, you got your little mil-simi kids that want to dress up and play like Tarkov with airsoft rules. It's really annoying when I see a field that tries to do the same thing over and over again, and they have all of these resources or all this space, or they have such a big facility in or outdoor, and they don't use it to its maximum potential. Again, I've said this for years. If you have a huge space as an airsoft field, say you have acres and acres. As an airsoft field, you get one big field. You give it to a paintball owner, they section it up, because they understand that not everyone just wants to do the same thing over and over again. You look at restaurants, you look at TV programs, you look at anything where different types of people go for an experience, you don't just give them one. That's one of the most ignorant things you can do business, I think. But again, what do I know?
Caber, who the f*** are you, nerd?